welcome to the National Agricultural Centre here at Kenilworth for the City of Birmingham Championship Dog Show 2012. There are more than 9,000 dogs competing here at City of Birmingham Championship Dog Show. Here on today's programme, we are focusing on agility for the very first time. And the top 18 qualifiers from the semi-finals in the agility competitions behind us go through to the Olympia finals. Now, today I'm joined by Andrew Race, who we haven't seen since Southern Counties, long time no see.
It's only a month or so.
Too long for me though, Andrew. You've got a judge's rosette on today, so what are you up to?
I've got the great pleasure of judging all the puppy groups. So I'm really looking forward to that because I adore judging puppies. When they've got that freshness, you know, they're not turned into little robots and they come in the ring all eager and naughty.
Well, look forward to seeing you doing that. But first of all, let's just talk about Scottish Kennel Club. And it was a bit of a clash of the titans, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a Gilly versus Graham show. The PBGV bitch and the toy poodle dog, who seemed to be making 2012 their own. They were in the best in show ring. They didn't have a terrier to worry about, though, at this show, I'm told. Evidently, the terrier group winner had withdrawn.
And what happened with that? Can you explain more?
Well, the terrier group was won by a border terrier that was owned and handled by Kate Irving, whose husband, Ronnie, who was the previous chairman of the Kennel Club, he was actually judging the Pastoral group. So when it came to best in show, they decided that it would be advisable to withdraw the border terrier. Not that many people felt that that was particularly understandable, because most people were of the opinion that if that was going to be the situation, why didn't they withdraw before the terrier group?
Or perhaps why they didn't enter in the first place?
Well, that question has been asked, of course, but we should ask Mr. Irving one day.
OK. Well, of course, City of Birmingham here is over the next 3 days, and we're going straight to the main ring for day one and the turn of the Hound group.
First to move now, the Afghan. The Basenji. The Basset Hound. The Petite Basset Griffon Bandine. The miniature wire-haired Dachshund. The Deerhound. The Finnish Spitz. The Norwegian Elkhound. The Rhodesian Ridgeback. And finally, the Whippet. Very shortly we will know the winner of the Hound group at City of Birmingham Championship Show 2012. The winner, the Whippet. Runner-up, the Petite Basset Griffon Bandine. 3, the Elkhounds. And 4, the Basset Hound. A big hand to the other 8 leaders or 6 leading the ring, please. Well done, all of you.
So So the winner of the Hound Group here at City of Birmingham, and the first dog going through to Best in Show for Sunday night is the Whippet. Now I'm joined by the judge of the Hound Group, Ken Sinclair. Thank you very much for spending some time just talking to us, Ken. You were very efficient in there. Did you enjoy yourself?
I enjoyed myself. I thought it was a good group, but there was a lot of dogs there that I've done very well in the past that I really liked.
Does it make it difficult then when you judge them again?
It probably makes it easier because you know that you really like them. But of course you have to judge them on the day. Some don't go as well as they've gone previous, but you know that you like the structure of the actual dog.
Well, thanks, Ken, for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to talk to the winning handler of the Whippet called Bjorna. Now, you're not Bjorna, but you're Rob Wheeler. You were the handler today. Tell us a little bit about Bjorna, the Whippet, that topped the group today and beat Jilly, the famous PBGV.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's come over from Sweden. He was top Whippet in Sweden last year. He's from the famous Atdw kennel in Sweden, which has been one of the top kennels in Scandinavia. He's come over really just for me to campaign for a year. And see what the future brings. But yeah, he's got a first ticket in Dortmund, and now he's second, so hopefully the third will follow.
And of course, the Whippet actually had the top breed entry across the whole of the Hound Group today, and that must be really satisfying to win a CC and best of breed in a numerically strong entry.
It is in Whippets, and I think when, it's just a breed that I love, but when I first came into Whippets, people said you're absolutely mad, but to be best of breed then to win the Hound Group is absolutely, just feels fantastic.
Thank you, Rob, and congratulations.
Thank you.
First to move again is the Bichon. The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. The Smoothcoat Chihuahua. The English Toy Terrier. The Griffon. The Italian Greyhound. The King Charles Spaniel. The Miniature Pincer. The Pomeranian. And finally, the Pekingese. Very shortly, we will know the winner of the toy group at Birmingham City 2012. The winner of the toy group is the Pekingese. Group 2, we have the smooth-coated Chihuahua. Group 3, we have the King Charles Spaniel. And in Group 4, the Griffon.
Brenda Taylor was judging the toy group, as you've just seen, and she chose the Pekingese called Eric as her winner. Now, Brenda, that was your 9th toy group.
Yes.
Does it get any less exciting to judge a group at this level?
No way, because you never know what you're going to find. There's always something new coming along. But actually, This dog I've already given a CC and best of breed to before. He is a really beautiful exhibit. That lovely face, the lovely shallow head and the beautiful eyes. And he's got a really good body under that coat.
Well, thank you, Brenda, for your thoughts. Here is Eric now, and he's looking rather lovely. Philip Martin, you're the owner, but of course Bert Easton was showing today, and who's breeder, co-breeder as well. Tell us a little bit about, obviously, Eric's success. We've seen him quite a lot recently.
Yes, he's won, we think, 9 or 10 groups. He's been best in show once, and he's had 13 health checks, so he's a very healthy dog.
Yeah, and tell us about the health checks. Obviously, the Pekingese is one of a few breeds that are on the health check list. Is it a bit still daunting every time?
Of course. The thing is that it doesn't matter which breed it's going in for the health check. They're doing the same checks. They're checking that the dog is sound, he can walk, he has no problems in breathing, and make sure that there's a healthy muscle tone.
Well, Eric certainly struts his stuff in there. And so any preparations between now and Sunday? I mean, he's obviously got a huge amount of coat and grooming that goes into him.
He'll play all day tomorrow on the front lawn.
Good to hear, and we'll see you back here on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, could I just say, ladies and gentlemen, please don't believe everything that you've heard about me, because the truth is definitely much worse. And this lady moved in with a rough collie, and I thought that that dog was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. Well, he let this bitch out, and Pat just went, and I said, "You shut up." I said, "We haven't got I said, "We haven't got her in the car yet." Shut up. She's doing the standards. Anyway, Lily goes in and she said, Miss Turner, lacquer is prohibited here in the States. So Lily said, "It is at home and all. I've not put one up with lacquer in it here." Well, she had a little 10-inch toy, and its top knot was about here, like this. And when it moved, it was pulling it to the side. It was like leaning over. And she let these two bitches out in the paddock, and Steve was standing there, and it was another do like at Atkinson's with Pat. Steve said to me, "Oh, look at that," he said. "What I'd give to own a bitch like that." I said, "You be quiet." I said, "That's not the champion." And Alan said, "What do you think?" I said, "Oh yes, I'll have her." And as soon as I said I'd have her, Alan shook hands with me, and he turned to Steve. He said, "There's no offence here." He said, "I'm not selling this bitch to you. I'm selling it to Derek as this is ridiculous.
No.
As a lifelong friend and a pensioner." So I said, "Oh, right." And he charged me £200
Good Lord.
for that bitch. We made her a champion, and she produced us 3 champions.
First the Hound group, it was a bit of a whippety affair.
Certainly seems that way. This new Scandinavian imported whippet won the Hound group, topping Jilly, everyone's favourite PBGV, who's in the lead for Dog of the Year this year. And coincidentally, when I finished my Hound puppy group, I also ended up with a whippet, but it didn't end there, because apparently in another ring earlier in the day, Jan Wood had actually won the Eukanuba Champions Stakes with yet another Whippet. So great celebrations in the Whippet households, I would imagine, last night.
I should think so. Now moving on to the toy group, and a peak specialist was judging the toy group, and she chose a peak as her winner, the famous Eric.
Brenda Taylor judged the breed. She's been judging Pekingese for years. She knows a good one. And of course it was Philip Martin's Eric, who are Cantonar. Of course it's marvellous for the breed because, as we all know, the Pekingese is one of the so-called high-profile breeds, and Eric has passed every vet check he's been in, and then he goes in, and as you say, the Pekingese wins under a Pekingese specialist. And you know, judges do tend to be subconsciously possibly a little harder on their own breeds. So, you know, the dogs really do have to be extra special to win under a specialist.
Thank you very much, Andrew. So to be extra special in the agility rings, let's go and take a look at some of that competition outside. Agility is the fastest growing dog sport in the UK, and City of Birmingham are hosting qualification heats for the Olympia final. The top 18 dogs and handlers will go on to compete at the London International Horse Show in December. Today we're watching the grade 6 and 7 large dog semi-final. Commentary is from Dave Ray.
Linda Hutchinson to go next with the Newington champion, Darley Falls Dark Secret. 34.73 to beat to take the lead. We've got some lovely Kennel Club and Joint Tape Crystal to give away for the top 2 dogs in this class. But believe me, I'm sure most handlers were not too happy about worrying about whether they should win it or not. Getting the top 18 and qualify for Olympia is the name of the game. Pull through, back, pull round that time, pull through, pull round that jump. Now in the finishing straight. And yes, and it's another one, 32.23. Into the lead goes Lynn. Now this is going to be competitive. Sean Hunt's up next on the line, and he's got Get In Fix. Border Collie pet name Fix. Sean and Fix, you're under starter's orders, and she's got a brown white collie. Very popular in dog agility. In fact, they've been popular before, you know, the 1980s. In actual fact, hardly anybody had heard of brown and white border collies. In fact, when we had our first one in '79, people were sure that it was just a cross spaniel, not a collie. So that's certainly become popular since then in the working world, and especially in dog agility. Lots of brown and whites in dog agility. Pull through right, pull through and straight onto the gate frame. Now the nice fast finishing straight. And that's another good roll. It's a jolly good one, 32.28. Into second place he goes. Now we've got Lee Windiat on the line. He's got agility champion Deanne What a Cracker. The pet name is Bowles, so Leah Bowles, you're under starter's orders. Linda Hutchinson still in the lead, she's second to go. She's retained the lead there, so time 32.23, that's the time to beat. Well, I have to say, for rather Handler winning and the Crystal, although lovely to have it, but the thing is getting to the top 18 now. Unfortunately, you put your foot on another obstacle out of the order they're not. That's exactly what's happened there. Bold actually shot forward and put his foot on the dog walk, but he should have turned that to go through the tunnel. So in actual fact, elimination. Hard luck, Lee. Sandra Adams on the line now. Darley Falls, Pastoral. You're under starter's orders. We've got 8 clear rounds now, and this is dog number 15. So we're not quite halfway there, and we have 8 clears. And just 3 on faults, and then we've got some eliminations. So even if you have faults in this now, you've really got to keep going in case you get through with 5 or 10 faults. Some pull through the middle of them 2 hurdles, some pull around the outside. Now we're finishing in the finishing straight. It's a nice straight finish, let the dog do the work, and another nice finish, 32.68. And it's another clear. Well done, Sandra.
So Dave, you've been organising this lovely agility competition with the glorious sunshine here on us.
This year, absolutely wonderful.
How's it gone this year for you?
Absolutely exciting. Some really stunning rounds. We've had a really great time here at the City of Birmingham. It's a great venue for doing agility. The ground's been great. And of course, we only have the best of the best agility dogs here because they all have to qualify to be here.
Absolutely. And what's it like actually running an agility show along with a normal general championship show?
It gives a chance for the championship show people, the breed people, to come and have a look what goes on in agility. And in actual fact, a lot of them are saying, we must get into this sport, it's great fun.
I think I'm one of those.
It's very skilled as well, of course. It's not just about fun, it's very serious competition.
Absolutely. Well, so serious, in fact, that we've got one of the winners here. This is Matthew and his dog, his Border Collie, who's won one of the competitions. Tell us about what you've won.
Yeah, he's won the semis for the Olympia 6-7 that takes place at the horse show in December, so I'm really pleased with him. It's worked really well.
And have you got into a final like this before?
Yeah, I have. He's actually the winner from the novice last year, so yeah, he's done well.
Oh, excellent. So how are you prepared between now and then?
I'm just going to do training like I normally do and then ramp up sort of through November and December. So normally 2 or 3 times a week, train for sort of 45 minutes to an hour.
Well, best of luck and thanks for talking to us.
Great, thank you.
So day 2 here at City of Birmingham, and it's a really busy one. We've got 3 groups judging today. That's Working, Pastoral and Terrier. So without further ado, let's head straight over to the main ring to see the judging of the Pastoral group.
First to move the Briard. The Rough Collie. The Pooley. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog. The Pyrenean Mountain Dog. The Samoyed. The Pembroke Corgi. Finally, the Shetland Sheepdog. And there's the nod. And the winner is the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. And in Group 2, the Samoyed. Group 3, the Briard. And in Group 4, the Hungarian Pooley.
Lucy Mottram, winner of the Pastoral group with Wish, the Polish Lowland. It's not often we see a breed like that at the top of the podium. How do you feel?
Really excited. I wish I could just relive it again so I could be in there and see it from outside, because it just goes so quickly that you don't know really what's happening. You know, you never expect to win groups. There's so many great dogs out there, and it's just a delight when you do. It really is.
No pun intended there with the Wish, you wish.
Oh, yeah. No pun intended. No.
And so the Polish Lowland ticked all your boxes then?
Ticked all my boxes. She's a lovely size. She's a lovely true breed mover. And that's what you've got to remember. We're not looking for the one show dog that runs around the ring and they all move the same. They've got a specific movement. Lovely head and sort of very happy to be there. And it was just, to me, just before she was the one that I thought should win it.
First to move is the Airedale. The Australian Terrier. The Sesky Terrier. the Lakeland. The Norwich Terrier. The Manchester Terrier. The West Highland White Terrier. And finally, the Wire Fox Terrier. Very soon now we will know the winner of the Terrier Group at the City of Birmingham Championship Show for 2012.
If the new chairman was sat in the audience tonight,
Yes.
what would you ask him?
To care. To care about us a bit more. To remember that the Kennel Club is supposed to be for the furtherance of pedigree dogs, and we are pedigree dogs. I want them to care about us. I want them to share our interest. I want them to stop caring about the RSPCA and care about us. I can remember once Edna gave me a bitch that I was very thrilled with, and Olive said, "Where did you get that from?" And I said, "Mrs. Harold gave it to me." I think she did. She couldn't have sold the damn thing, could she? And then Olive gave me a bitch that I thought was lovely, and Edna said, "Well, make sure you showed him long grass with feet like that." They stopped my life effectively for mistakes. I see myself as the judge that was banned.
Very soon now we will know the winner of the Terrier Group at the City of Birmingham Championship Show for 2012. Award boards please, and the winner is the Wire Fox Terrier. Second, the Norwich Terrier. Group 3, the West Highland White Terrier. And Group 4, the Sesky Terrier. Well done, all of you.
So, Richard Allen, you topped the Terrier Group with Ada the Wire Fox. Tell us a little bit about Ada.
Oh, she's only a young bitch. She's about 18, 19 months old. That was her second group win. She was made up at National Terrier this year. She was Best Puppy in Show at Boston. And she's owned by a couple of people from Hong Kong who it's their first wire, so they're over the moon.
You've obviously handled a lot of dogs over your time, and I understand City is a bit of a lucky show for you.
Yeah, the City is definitely my favourite show. I won my first Best in Show here 15 years ago, and I've had 3 Best in Shows in total.
So when we go to Best in Show, you're going to probably be yourself a bit of a hot favourite.
Well, I don't know about that. It's a different day and different dogs, so we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Well, good luck, Richard.
Thanks very much.
So, Jeff Corish, you were judging the Terrier Group today. We obviously are normally used to seeing you on Around the Dog World in the group. How was that for you today?
It was pretty good. The Terrier Group here is pretty small. It's not the biggest in the world because so many breeds don't have classes. So I didn't have the largest group ever, but you know, the ones I pulled out at the end I really liked, and it was really on final performance.
And of course your winner was the Wire Fox Terrier.
Yes.
And what did you make of that when you first saw it?
Well, it's not new to me. I actually gave her first CC last year at the Fox Terrier Club of Scotland, and I liked her then, but I haven't really taken a lot of notice of her since then until today, and I really, even then, wasn't 100% sure it was her, but you know, I just thought she was lovely, and she was presented perfectly, and she moved and showed, you know, she deserved the top spot, and she got it.
First to go the Doberman. The Dog de Bordeaux. The Giant Schnauzer. The Great Dane. The Mastiff. The Portuguese Water Dog. The Rottweiler. And finally, the St. Bernard. Now the final assessment with the steward standing by waiting for the nod. And soon we'll have the group winner for the Working Group 2012. The winner of the Working Group, the St. Bernard. Group 2, the Doberman. Group 3, the Mastiff. And Group 4, the Dog de Bordeaux.
So topping the working group here at City of Birmingham on day 2 was the St. Bernard called Maddie. Now, the judge was Carla Molinari. Carla, what did you think of your group today?
Well, I had a lovely group with many dogs of high quality, and many of them could have placed, which was nice.
Were you splitting hairs at the end there then?
I was indeed. Although the St. Bernard took my eye immediately due to her presence in the ring and the powerful movement she has. She was an easy winner for me, but there were other dogs there that could have gone to the top too.
Very good. Thank you very much, Carla. Now, Tan,
hello.
On the last programme we saw you and we interviewed you and we talked to you about the winner of the working group.
It was.
But today it's a different one.
It is.
Tell us about this one.
This is a young bitch. We've not shown her for a few months. She's already done very well. She got her title today, so we are delighted. And of course, the icing on the cake is the group under the very famous Mr. Molinari. So that's wonderful. But she's already won a group before at Bath, and she went on to win Best in Show. So she's had a good career so far.
She certainly has. So I suppose, having taken one already, she's got a pretty good chance, maybe.
We are just pleased to be in the last 7, because the last 7 will be wonderful dogs. So to be there is an honour.
So Andrew, let's start off straight with the Terrier group. We've got a Wire Fox Terrier from a very famous kennel topping the group again.
Yeah, another group win for Travella, Bill Brown-Cole's very famous wire kennel, handled by young Richard Allen.
And we had a Chesky in there in Group 4. That's very unusual.
A Chesky, yes. Mr. Marrett will love that. yes, the Chesky pulled off Group 4. And then the same lady rushed into my Terrier puppy group.
Now, moving on to the Pastoral group, we had a Polish Lowland. Now, again, slightly a more unusual breed to be topping groups at this level.
They don't often, but if you remember last year at Blackpool, I actually had a Polish Lowland bitch topping the Pastoral group there, and from the same kennel.
A foreign Samoyed was in Group 2.
Yeah, there was huge ringside support. It was deafening. I mean, I just heard the noise from across in my ring. Apparently it had travelled all the way from Estonia, because this weekend they have the Samoyed World Congress. So lots of international dogs. More of that later.
And then finally, St Bernard tops the working group.
That's right. So we've got 2 of these high-profile breeds, proving that they can take on all comers, fit, healthy dogs, over in the puppy group. I had a most gorgeous 6-month-old baby Samoyed that I just fell in love with. And can you believe that was actually imported from Australia, and the Australian breeder is here for the World Congress.
And then did you put up another foreign dog in another group?
I know, yeah. A beautiful Leonberger that apparently has come in from Sweden. But all is not lost for the Brits, because in the Terrier group we had a really, really super Lakeland puppy winning the Terrier puppy group. So all isn't lost for the Brits, believe you me.
Welcome back to Around the Dog World, here for City of Birmingham Championship Dog Show. We're here in the heart of the Warwickshire countryside, and today it's day 3, the final day, and we've got Gundog and utility groups coming up, plus the grand finale, Best in Show. But let's go straight to the main ring to see the winners from the utility group.
The Akita. The Bulldog. The French Bulldog. The Japanese Shiba Inu. The Lhasa Apso. The Miniature Schnauzer. The Miniature Poodle. And finally, the Shar-Pei. The nod has been given. Our judge has made up her mind. And it is the Akita. Group 2, the Shiba Inu. Group 3, the Lhasa Apso. Group 4, the Miniature Poodle. And a big hand to the 4 leaving the ring now, please. Well done.
So topping the utility group here was the Akita. The judge was Carla Molinari. Tonight you're in charge of the utilities. What did you think?
Well, I had a very nice even group with several beautiful dogs, so it was not an easy job. But eventually I ended up with my selection of 8 dogs, and my best of group was the lovely American Akita, really sound, powerful, masculine dog. I really liked him from the beginning. I also liked the Shiba Inu. It was a difficult decision between the 2, but just the Akita had the edge on his movement and powerful drive.
And that's all it requires at the end, the edge, isn't it?
Yes, it is, exactly, the edge.
Well, thanks for joining us, Carla. I'll let you go. Now, the winning breeder and the handler, but your wife and Arlene Kleur actually own the dog.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about this one.
Okay, young dog from a litter of 4, only 2.5 years old. His half-brother was second in the puppy group today. His litter sister is made up here. His litter brother is a best in show dog in Portugal and Spain. And his other brother is the best in show winner in Austria. So it's a nice litter.
And you were telling me a little bit earlier as well that he was being a bit tricky to handle today.
Yes, he's tricky today. He's had a young lady this week and his head's not quite with me. It's with whatever smells nice in the ring. just one of those things. He's moving well, just not standing as I'd like.
Well, thanks for joining us, Dave, and good luck in Best in Show.
Okay, kids, I just have to have a little, because memory's not very good. What's your name? Well, at that time, they were more pack type, with a bit of a snipey face and not much of a head. There was nothing really much, and the temperaments are very friendly, but they were wild. Champion Darling Gamble.
And if there's anyone in the audience who has never heard of Champion Darling Gamble, you may leave now.
Because he changed the breed, didn't he? Absolutely.
Totally.
Dog. Yes, he did. He changed the breed for temperaments and everything. How old? He said, 2 tickets. So I said to my ring steward, give him his third. I said, not bloody much, he says. It's not told me bleeding too far. Because it's a sin to tell a lie. How's that?
First to move, we have the Bracco Italiano. Exhibit 5642. The English Setter, Exhibit 5756. The German Wire Pointer, Exhibit 5882. The Irish Red and White Setter, Exhibit 6125. The Flatcoat Retriever for 6710. The English Springer Spaniel 7506. The Irish Water Spaniel 7602. And finally, the Welsh Springer Spaniel 7740. Very soon we'll have the nod from Penny when she's made her mind up. The winner, the Flatcoats. In Group 2, the Irish Water Spaniel. Group 3, the Irish Red and White. And Group 4, the Welsh Springer Spaniel.
So topping the Gundog group was the flat-coated retriever. I'm joined by the judge, Penny Williams, obviously a Gundog specialist in Hungarian Visas and English Setters, but you chose a flat coat today. What did it for you?
Well, he has such ring presence, willing to please, lovely example of the breed, very well balanced, beautiful head, so typical, and that's what's required. Good bone, but without any coarseness, just fits the standard, perfectly, and never stops showing.
And, absolutely. And he's not showing now, obviously, clearly for you.
This is a flat coat.
Now, Pauline, and this is Merlin. Tell us about Merlin, because he looks quite a character.
He's a very elegant dog, as you can see. Merlin is just gone 7. He's my first flat coat. He was bred in Scotland by Mrs. Susan Patterson. He is her first champion flat coat as well. We're very pleased with him. He won his first ticket 3 years ago, and then nothing until this year. But since Bath this year, he's had 2 reserves and 4 CCs. So we've obviously matured. We're fully matured, yes.
So it must be a bit, is it something in the breed that's a bit of a maturity thing?
Well, some of them are very slow maturers. and it's really nice that you've got a dog that goes on for years and years and years.
Well, congratulations. I know it was a bit of a surprise for you, but good luck for Best in Show.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to introduce you to our judge, been brought in by a chairman, Mrs. Valerie Foss. And the first dog to enter the ring from day one, the Whippet. The Pekingese. The Wire Fox Terrier. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog. The St. Bernard. The Akita. The Flatcoat Retriever. On the table we have the Whippet. Exhibit number on the day 1062, a dog. The Whippet. Winner of the Hound group, first day Friday, the 31st of August.
Will the puppy winners please come to the collecting ring? Puppy winners, please, to the collecting ring immediately.
Next, from the toy group on Friday, we have the Pekingese, exhibit 2435. The Pekingese. And now from the Terrier group on Saturday the 1st of September, we have the Wire Fox Terrier, exhibit 5598, the Wire Fox Terrier. And now from the Pastoral group, Saturday the 1st of September, we have the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog. Now also from the second day on Saturday, from the working group, we have the St. Bernard. Exhibit 3543, the St. Bernard. Now, from today's utility group, we have the Akita. Exhibit 7950 is a dog. The Akita. Finally, from today's Gundog group, the flat-coated retriever, exhibit 6710, the flat-coat retriever. A nod has been given. Decisions have been made. And the winner, the Pekingese. Reserve Best in Show going to the Wire Fox Terrier.
So Valerie Foss's choice for Best in Show here at City of Birmingham at Stony Park was Eric, the Pekingese. Now, Bert, you were handling tonight, weren't you? We saw Philip yesterday, but you're today?
Yes, I'm here today looking after the dogs, doing all the work.
And so how do you think it went in there then?
Oh, it couldn't have went any better, been Best in Show, could it?
No. And it's not Eric's first Best in Show, but tell us about his past wins.
Well, he's been Best in Show at 3 Counties Championship Show this year, and he's the top toy dog at the moment, and he's won 24 cc's.
And what was remarkable about it? You said there was actually quite minimal grooming required.
Well, if you've seen him yesterday running around the front lawn, and he's really a very active dog, and that's what Pekingese are. They're active dogs. They are dogs. They're not toys. A lot of people think. And yes, he loves chasing the sheep and chasing the rabbits.
Well, clearly you guys are absolutely delighted and you've got all these goodies to take home. Many congratulations to Eric and you guys for Best in Show.
Thank you.
Valerie, tell us about what you thought about your Best in Show lineup this year.
Well, it was a lovely lineup and it was no easy task. But to me, they stood out, those two, as they came in. And funnily enough, many years ago when I did the junior stakes, I gave a peek of Bert's Leaving Me Breathless. Margaret Everton and I and Martin Freeman did it, and Leaving Me Breathless is in the back of this dog's pedigree and he's very similar, so yeah, it was lovely.
Andrew, it's just gone 7 o'clock. It's been a long day, hasn't it?
Certainly has.
Final day of City of Birmingham. We had 2 groups today, Utility followed by Gundog. First of all, Utility group was topped by the Akita.
I believe a young dog that Red Witch have been sort of sitting on for a while, and a half-brother to the dog that I had in the puppy group, who I had standing second behind a rather exciting new standard poodle, who had also won Best of Breed today.
Just moving quickly on to the Gundog group, we had a flat coat retriever actually topping the group, and it beat the Irish Water Spaniel, which of course we've seen all year,
The
Merlin.
Irish Water Spaniel, who I think was a hot tip for Best in Show today under Valerie.
Absolutely, and funnily enough, Merlin was the pet name of the Group 1 winner, the flat coat.
Really? Oh God, everyone's going to be calling their gun dogs Merlin from now on in.
So how would you sum up sort of City of Birmingham for yourself?
City of Birmingham for myself was one of the most exciting shows I've ever judged at, for the simple reason that I had the great pleasure of judging all the puppy groups, and I was really, really spoilt for choice. When those 7 came in, I was so thrilled, and it was really splitting hairs. I mean, the Whippet bitch is just like porcelain. The standard dog is a future great. They were all 7 of them were really super puppy. I've had a ball.
And it was interesting that Dino, who was Best in Show here last year, his son was Puppy Group 1.
I believe this one is
and
by
Reserve
Dino,
Best Puppy in Show
and
today.
Possibly even better than his dad.
So there's more connections there.
Yeah, connections.
Connections. And finally, just to talk about Eric, the Pekingese, who topped them all. He's obviously done so well in the last sort of year or 2.
Yeah, he's flying the flag for Pekingese. He's a happy, healthy little toy dog that trucks around the ring. He doesn't actually need Bert on the end of the lead because he seems as if he can do it all on his own. And sometimes he has done.
Well, that is it. Eric, the Pekingese, did top them all. Best in Show here at City of Birmingham. We'll see you next time on Around the Dog World.